Hi, Esley, Kata, Renee. Welcome to our extended support class. If you look at these directions right here, your grades and your plans that you've worked out with your teachers, this is your time to get those done. What you will do is you need to move yourself to your breakout room. And like all the other students in here, about 179 of them, we have a lot of teachers and administrators and mentors in here to help you get your work done today. Thank you. Hey, you awesome 10th graders. I don't mean to just interrupt you, but this is Mrs. Seymour. I'm your high school principal. I'm so proud of you for getting in here and getting your work done today. Thank you so much. This is all up to you, and you have the brains and the passion, and you have the mindset. So I appreciate you. Get as much done as you can today. There's a lot of people in here to support you, and you're lucky to have them. So thanks, 10th graders. Way to rock. Hey, you awesome 11th graders. Sorry to just interrupt your work time, but this is Mrs. Seymour. I'm your high school principal, and I had to pop in and tell you great work. You guys are the best. I'm so proud of you. This is a lot of support for you guys to have today, and I validate and recognize that you came in here to get it done as well. You should be proud of yourselves. You should thank your teachers and your parents because they're giving up a lot of extra time to do this with you. So thank you so much, 11th graders. You're amazing, and I'm excited for a fun rest of our school year. Hi, Mrs. Giroux. I'm just coming in to say hi. It's Mrs. Seymour.
Hey, how are
Good.
you?
Thanks for helping your students today. Thanks, Terry, for hanging out with Mr. Rowe.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I'm trying to right now finish up my grades and track down some more students that might be in here that can get some help today.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, this is awesome. Hey, Mrs. Seymour, I just want to say that I think this is really awesome, especially for electives teachers, because a lot of times students feel like they can't come and get help from us because they have schedule conflicts. And I was just going to put in the chat, we should do this like once every couple of weeks to work with students to help them get caught up as we go along.
Yeah, we're all in the same wavelength.
Yeah,
We'll
we're
figure
all
it
in
out.
the same wavelength. We'll figure it out. This is cool. All right, thanks.
Their finance charge would be. So we're going to multiply that by our APR and that's going to give us our finance charge. Let's do that first. So we have $3,426.67 that they didn't pay on their credit card. That means they're going to pay interest on that. The APR tells us the annual percentage rate. So we actually want to change that. We're going to divide that by 12 to get the monthly rate. So this is what we want to multiply by 0.168 divided by 12. And that will give us the finance charge. Go ahead and find out what's the finance charge on this one. Okay, I'll fix it when I get a second. So just be careful when you plug it in. So as far as your rounding and stuff, that you're not, you know, I think that's the one thing that's really frustrating about when you're plugging in like short answer questions. That's like even on the tests. Make sure that you're really careful on your rounding and you plug in that particular answer in the most correct form. If it were a multiple choice question, it'd be different because obviously the correct answer is right in front of you. That's where we have to be super careful on the rounding. Okay, so this assignment that we're going to work on now is the next one, which is the one that you have to do by hand. So you're not going to pull up a quiz. We're just going to do it up here on the board together, and then I'll just manually input your score. Does that work? Perfect. You already know where to start. You have read my mind. Step number 1, label your sides. I can either give you the letters, and you can move them, or you can write them up there. Perfect. You're getting better at that. Label your opposite side, your adjacent side, and your hypotenuse. Great. Awesome. Step number 2. Do you remember step number 2? No. Okay. Determine which trig function you're going to use. That's where that weird saying comes into play. SOHCAHTOA. Can you remember that? That's just to help us memorize those. Like some people are like, I feel like you're just making up a stupid saying for no reason, but it's not stupid. Okay, remember, SO stands for, it's an abbreviation for the definition of sine. So sine equals your opposite side over your hypotenuse. Okay, be looking at your picture while I'm describing these. Cosine, or ca in SOHCAHTOA, is an abbreviation of the definition of cosine. Cosine equals adjacent over hypotenuse. And then TOA is an abbreviation for the definition of tangent. Tangent equals opposite over adjacent. So go back to that picture, that number 1. See how this, oh man alive, you are like way ahead of me. Okay, wait, time out. You said you didn't know step number 2, and you had step number 2 done before I even finished talking. So I'm pretty sure that means you knew step number 2. You gotta be a little more confident in yourself is what it boils down to. Well, I remembered. Good, good, I'm glad. Just needed a little bit of a light bulb, right? Okay, let's not jump into step number 3 just yet, okay? Can we go on to number 2 really quick? I don't want to finish number 1 yet. I want to stick with this. Let's not overwhelm you with 800 steps, which is really just 3 steps. Will you do the same thing you just did on number 1 for number 2? I want you to label the sides, and then I want you to figure out your trig equation. Do that, and then I'll be right back. Okay? Okay, I'll be right back.
Caitlin, this is Mrs. Seymour. I'm your high school principal. Thanks for letting me hang out during your math time. Great job. If you have your mic, what step are you on next? Awesome. Do you need to highlight anything like you did on problem 1? Okay, so have you determined which trig function you're going to use? Okay, Caitlin, and how do you know that? Good job, I see you in the chat. Yeah, you're going to use tangent. How do you know that? Awesome. You wrote because we don't have the hypotenuse, so we use the function without it. Okay, if we were going to plug those in and really show Mrs. Niederhauser how awesome you are, how would we start to solve that equation? Do you want to type it out on the whiteboard? Good, I see you're already solving it and writing it out. Do you have a mic at all, Caitlin? Do you want to jump on your mic and I can listen to you talk through it? Oh, Caitlin, I'm sorry you're sick. I understand that you wouldn't want to be on the mic. Yeah, just keep working. I'm following it.